you're looking at now is the final image of Saturn captured by Cassini 1. On September 15, 2017, after transmitting its final data, this probe, which accompanied humanity for 13 years, plunged into Saturn's atmosphere and burned up. Cassini's journey itself is a miracle. Designed for a lifespan of only 4 years, it served for 13 years beyond that. Traveling over 7 billion kilometers and transmitting 635 gigabytes of invaluable data, it discovered 6 new Saturnian moons, confirmed the existence of potentially habitable ocean worlds beneath the icy crust of Enceladus, and successfully dropped the Huygens 4 probe on the mysterious Titan, achieving humanity's first soft landing on an extraterrestrial moon. Of all human deep space exploration missions, it was the first probe to maintain a long-term presence at Saturn and the first to venture through the rings. To this day, it remains humanity's closest companion in Saturn exploration. In September 2017, Cassini entered its final and most challenging phase. Ground controllers guided him over Saturn's poles and even through the narrow gaps between its rings, capturing close-up views of Saturn never before seen. Each image returned was a gift of both science and romance. With just 1 week left in its mission, Cassini zeroed in on a moon that could harbor life. Figure 2. He spent 14 hours continuously filming, capturing over 100 water vapor fountains erupting from the moon's surface. These fountains contain salts and organic matter, key evidence of the possibility of life. On September 11th, at the far end of its final orbit, Cassini captured a perfect farewell portrait. Saturn's massive silhouette was shrouded in brilliant rings, with the famous hexagonal storms in the northern hemisphere clearly visible. The most striking detail was that Saturn's lobes were not completely dark, but rather faintly illuminated by sunlight reflected from the rings, casting a gentle gaze upon the planet. During its final pass through a gap in Saturn's rings, it gazed upon a small moon called Daphnis. The Shepherd satellite's gravity was creating ripples tens of kilometers long in the rings, like gentle ripples in the universe. That same day, he took one last look around the system he called home, bidding a final farewell to Titan and Enceladus. The final moment had arrived. On September 15th, Cassini turned, pointed its antenna toward Earth for the final time, and began transmitting all the data it could gather before plunging into Saturn's atmosphere. Now, at 123,000 kilometers per hour, it hurtled towards Saturn's thrusters, roaring at the top of its lungs, fighting the increasingly dense atmosphere and desperately trying to keep its path toward Earth. At a height of 1,900 kilometers above Saturn's cloud tops, the atmosphere swelled. Its intense heat began to melt it. A minute later, the thrusters reached their limit, and Cassini began to tumble uncontrollably. Communication with Earth abruptly ceased, leaving behind only the scientific data he had been transmitting until his death. 84 minutes later, Earth received his final cry. This electromagnetic wave, traveling at the speed of light across 1.4 billion kilometers of the starry sky, brings us the definitive proof of its existence. This means that the lone space explorer has become a dazzling meteor in Saturn's upper atmosphere, forever merging with the planet he spent his life exploring. But exploration never stops. The scientific legacy left by Cassini continues to unfold, with vast amounts of data still being analyzed by scientists worldwide, new discoveries constantly being made, and its mission being carried forward by the next generation of probes. The shrinking drone ship will soon depart for Titan, Saturn's moon once explored so closely by Cassini, to continue asking the ultimate question: are we not alone in the universe?